Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the new Fairy Wind Clefable as well as a Breaking Swipe Haxorus in the Open Ultra League. Let's see what we have going on here. For the third Pokemon, we're going to be swapping that out periodically, random things. First off, we got Swampert, and then we're going to be using Shadow Ampharos, and I do believe a couple of others like Empoleon as well. Alright, so Haxorus, we're going to be going with counter for the quick move for a little while, and then we're actually going to swap it over to Dragon Tail, just so we can have a little fun here. Both of them are great. It really depends on what you kind of need coverage for or what you're looking to kind of take out, but running either counter or Dragon Tails, they're going to both be pretty amazing here, okay? Alright, so Breaking Swipe, let's go. Alright, this is its Community Day move. As far as the other move, wanted to go with Surf, but we're just going to go with the Night Slash the entire time here to keep those charge moves, of course, Breaking Swipe. Alright, but with that said here, let's see what we have. Now, as far as Clefable, the Fairy Wind, alright. So, of course, we know it had Charge Beam, and then the move everybody used, Charm, of course. And it was very good. We already know it's getting stabbed. Clefable is an interesting Pokemon. It is pretty tanky here. I don't have the ideal IVs for the one that you would want for the Ultra League because it is going to be a very good IV shiny here. But it is what I have. It is sitting at 2500, so that's what we're going to use. Going to be going with Meteor Mash as well as Moonblast. And it worked out pretty nicely here. Okay, so Swampert putting in the work up against this Charizard as we do get to the Hydro Cannon. Going to go ahead and take them out immediately here. Alright, they're going to be using their last shield, so I swap it to the Clefable, go for the Meteor Mash, and we're able to take them out. It's not very effective. A couple of more, or one more quick move, and we take that win. Next battle, what are we going to see? Do believe we lead with Clefable for a little while here, or Haxorus. Okay, straight up. We'll swap it out here in a bit. Met with a Galvantula. Sounds good to me. Lunge is still going to be doing a ridiculous amount of damage because that's just what Galvantula does with that stab lunge damage there. So going for the lunge, lowering our attack. We're still going to be still resisting that electric as if lunge changed anything. All right, going for another Breaking Swipe here. Now we're going to go ahead and use a shield. And I think we're going to try to farm them down. I think, well, we have no... Never mind, we're going to go straight for it here. Getting a little nervous. Not playing any games, going to go ahead and take them out. They're bringing in a Jellicent. I immediately swap into the Swampert so they can't get any farm. I wasn't really trying to preserve it. I just didn't want them to farm up on the Haxorus there. Alright, going to go for the Earthquake. What do we got going on, folks? And if you can hit that like button, that would be much appreciated. It really does help me out when you do that for these battle videos. Alright, so going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Cannon just to do some damage here. Now we've got them low enough to farm them down. Now, here's one of the reasons why I swapped out counter for Dragon Tail. I was thinking that I had Dragon Tail, but they immediately swap anyway, so it doesn't matter, and bring in their Ninetales to farm me up. And we're going to go ahead and bring in the Clefable here. Well, this is all we've got left, so yeah, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. Going for the Meteor Mash, which is going to be doing, it's pretty much going to one-shot that thing over there, right? And at this point, with the health that it does have, letting the next Weather Ball go because we need to hold on to that shield in case that Jellicent, right? Remember, the Jellicent does have a little bit of energy. And can we get to the Meteor Mash? That is the question. Are they going to get to? Well, they go straight Shadow Ball because they knew it was over. They didn't have enough energy. They back out. We take the win, and we're looking good here. Having a lot of fun with the Clefable as well as the Haxorus here. All right, next battle. Leading with that Haxorus and met with the Cresselia. This is not going to be particularly great for us because of that Moonblast. It is going to essentially one-shot us, but we get the attack boost by 2 stages with the Night Slash on the Haxorus. So we're going to go ahead, and I do believe we're double shielding this here, going for another Night Slash, and I do believe they let this go as well. Fantastic. And it was at this moment that I thought to myself, you know what, we're going to go ahead and just ride this here. Let's see what happens. And I think we did get did we get another attack boost here? I do believe we did. Maybe. Okay. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and go for a Breaking Swipe, lower their attack, and now we've got the Ampharos on the team swapped out with that Swampert, and we're going to let this go. It is, oh, well, we've got no more shields left. Of course we're letting it go. All right, so Meteor Beam raising their attack, going to go for the Thunder Punch. They let it go, which was kind of a relief since they did raise their attack, and they do have an Obstagoon. Able to get to the Thunder Punch to do that much more damage to it. Right on 1 HP, sounds good to me. Bringing in the Clefable to wall them. It is a 0 shield situation here. Unless they have Gunk Shot, we're going to be perfectly fine. Do not think that that's it. Night Slash, And they're backing out. We take the win. Looking good. Thank you, Clefable. Moving it on. What are we going to see next here? A Glissopod. All right. Another reason why I wanted counter here. Getting to the breaking swipe. Okay, going to go ahead and lower that attack. They're not going to go for liquidation because, well, that is not very effective. So they're going to just start spamming the X-Scissor, I would assume here. And that's exactly it. Okay, sounds good. Getting to the next breaking swipe. Do they want to shield it up, or are they going to let it go? And they're shielding it up using their first shield here. X-Scissor, even though we lowered their attack by 2 stages, yeah, it's not enough to take us out, but I kind of should have shielded that up to kind of get a little bit of momentum here. But I guess I was thinking about the Ampharos, so we're going to go ahead and just bring it in, let them hit us with that, and they swap into their own Ampharos. We were going to farm them down. Going to go for that breaking swipe here. Clefable in the back, ready to go. And we are up a shield here, going for another breaking swipe. Now, we want to try to catch one of their breaking swipes. We're going to swap in right now with the Clefable. This is not very effective, and we're catching it. Very good. Let's go. And we're going to let this go as well. We're going to farm them down as if we had an option, all right? Because that's all we can do. We can't get to a charge move. Still 2 shields. They're bringing in a Shadow Charizard. Now, everything that we have on this thing is not very effective, so that's not too good. But Moonblast, look at the damage. Doing a ton, and we still have Ampharos in the back, so there still is hope for us to potentially win this. Going for a Meteor Mash to get their shield, and can we get to one more, folks? Let's go. And they swap. We swap to bringing in the Ampharos to take out the I was going to call it Arachnoid, Glissopod, and we're looking good here. This is it. I was thinking, yep, we got this in the bag, and they get to another damn charge move. Are you freaking kidding me? But the thing is, we have Meteor Mash ready to go, and we're going to go ahead and hit that immediately with the Clefable with 1 HP and take that win, and looking good. Let's go. All right, next battle. What are we going to see here? Talonflame. This is good. All right, we just got to look out for Brave Bird, which would essentially one-shot us here. Going to go for the breaking swipe, and at this point, it won't, but it's still going to do a ton, and I figured that's what they're going to go for. So we're going to go ahead and just shield them up anyways, and that's exactly what they do, and they swap into their Giratina, and I'm going to go for a breaking swipe, lower their attack, and then bring in the Clefable here, because Clefable doesn't have a great matchup against Talonflame whatsoever. It doesn't have a great matchup up against Fire, period. Because of the moves that it does have, all of them are resisted. So you may want to consider going with Psychic instead of I don't know, maybe Meteor Mash, I guess. You kind of want Moonblast for that stab and nuke. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Meteor Mash here. It's not enough to take them out, but that's okay. They're going to get to another charge move. We're going to be able to farm them down and come out of this with a ton of energy here, ready to go. They've still got 2 shields, bringing in a Talonflame, but look at this. This is going to pretty much almost take them out here. And look at that. Great. They're swapping into a Trevenant with energy on that Talonflame. We're going to go for the Meteor Mash, swap into our Haxorus immediately so they cannot get any more farm. And it's looking pretty interesting here. It's not looking like we're going to be able to maybe lose if we don't do something correctly here. So we call that, which was great. We needed to hold on to our shield, and it was just a Seed Bomb, so perfect. The Ampharos is going to be able to do super effective with the Brutal Swing. All right, so we need to call this. It is a Shadow Ball. Ouch. Yeah, that's not great. They were trying to catch there, which could have potentially helped them win. Maybe. Let's see how much this does here. Is it going to one-shot anyways? I don't know. I think we were going to take that win anyways. Even if we threw, we would have got to another one because we still had a shield. All right, good game. Next one, Dragon Tail? No, counter. Okay. Yep, see, this is why I went with Dragon Tail after a while. I was like, you know what? Forget it. Let's just Dragon Tail it up. So this Dragonite is going to absolutely melt the hell out of the Haxorus. Now, I'm going to have to tell you here, I had fun with the Clefable. I had fun with Haxorus. But Haxorus is just not too comfortable unless you have perfect alignment. The thing is just, well, at least for me. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably a ton of accounts out there just going through Go Battle League, having a good old time with Haxorus, winning left and right, 4-0 or 4-1 and 5-0, 3-2s maybe or whatever. But for me, this son of a gun is extremely hard to use. I got a couple of 4-1s. But, you know, I guess you can't win them all, I guess. All right, anyways, what's going on here? Up against that Registeel. All right, so we've got our alignment with the Clefable here as if we have a choice. This is our last Pokemon, right? Yeah. And they've got a Jellicent in the back. This is not looking good for us. I do not know if we're going to be able to pull this off here. So they are going to be shielding up that Moonblast. We're going to go ahead and just back out. Yeah, that's a wrap. And at this point, I got... now I got mad. Okay. It's like, give me that Dragon Tail. I'm sick and tired of this crap. All right. Counter's good. Counter's good. But having Dragon Tail for a lot of these situations would have helped me out a lot more. Alright, little ragey mode there, looks like. Okay, we're going to get back into it. They're throwing a Cresselia without any sort of cuts here. This is exactly what they're throwing at me. So we're going to do the same old thing, go for the Night Slash first off here. And if you're thinking, if you go for Breaking Swipe, will you survive the Moonblast? Yes, you would. You know, it's really up to you what you want to do. I just want to keep going for Night Slash, do as much damage to them as possible here. Maybe even get a boost. And yeah, so we do have Dragon Tail, keep that in mind. They're swapping into Charizard as we do bring in Clefable. This is not a good situation for me, but it's not over yet. I mean, we still have Ampharos in the back, and that can do a whole lot of damage with the moves that it does have, Electric, as well as Dark. Okay, so letting that go, Blast Burn doing a ton. Now, I got greedy here. Yep. I did not mean to not let it go, but we survive the Dragon Claw and get to the damn Moonblast. Are you kidding me? This is incredible. And we get their last shield. They get one more quick move worth of energy. Sounds good to me. Bring it in Ampharos, and we're going to go ahead and farm them down here. And I think we're going to want to... Ooh, yeah, let this go. It's just a... Oh, no, it's a blast. Oh, my goodness, it's this one. How annoying. This was freaking crazy. Alright, so, yeah, they've got a Swampert back there. Immediately swapping a Haxorus, and it's on. So this is going to be a Hydro Cannon. We'll let it go. Still doing a ton of damage. Getting to the Breaking Swipe. Alright. What's it going to be here? I don't know. This is getting pretty close. I don't think we're going to be able to pull this one off. Yeah, they had a bunch of energy. There's no way. If we were able to get to the next Breaking Swipe or Night Slash, we could have. But good game. You got me. Alright, moving it on to the next one here. What do we got? A Drapion. Now this is a good lead. We're leading with Empoleon. We put the Haxorus in the back. I was getting sick and tired of the crap that it was throwing at me, so we put Steel up front here with the water. We're looking pretty good for a while. Alright, so this is a good matchup here. No attack or no defense debuff, so that's good. And we kind of want to farm them down at this point here. It's going to get a little close. I think we're actually going to have to shield up, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Now we could have potentially just hit that charge move. I think we got higher attack. But, you know, whatever. We're just going to have to work with what we got here. Bringing in a Scrafty and going for the Drill Peck here. Non-stab, super effective. Letting it go, knowing that they can take it no problem. Bringing in the Clefable, they immediately swap, and they've got a Sylveon. So since we do have Haxorus, there's no way we can swap or else we lose. That's a wrap, baby. So what we're going to have to do is just simply outpace them with the charge moves with their charms, and so they're not going to be able to build up energy that fast, but do a decent amount of damage with that quick move. We're just going to keep on outpacing them until we get to that Meteor Mash and just align it with the Haxorus here. Things are going to get pretty crazy. So this is the tank of the team, obviously. Clefable, as you can see, it's just absorbing these here. So I do something a little crazy here, folks. Look how much they do to me before I do go down, but it's kind of what I needed to do to build up the energy to take them out. Up against the Scrafty, Breaking Swipe, lowering their attack, looking good. Let's see what we have going on here. Foul Play is taking me out, bringing in the Clefable, and we're quick moving them down with Fairy Wind. Let's go. Perfection. Next battle, met with a Talonflame. This is a good lead here, obviously. They're going to be swapping into an Umbreon, and we're going to go ahead and rock, paper, scissors them right about freaking now. Okay, so what we want to do is have them do a decent amount of damage before we do take them out. We're going to go ahead and throw the Moonblast. It's not going to KO, obviously. It's an Umbreon. The thing is a tank. And we kind of want to build up to 2 of these, or at least right before they hit their next last resort, because that will just about be enough, and I'm not trying to, you know, get too close to that here. So we're going to go ahead and take them out. We do have a decent amount of energy. You can get to a charge move here. Let's see what happens. Bring it in Talonflame, of course, and we're going to go ahead and go for that Moonblast. This is going to do a decent amount. It's fire. Okay, yeah, all right. Looking at about 35% or a little bit more, about almost 40. Sweet. Bringing in the Empoleon here. Now we can let the first Charge Flame go, no problem. All right, no problem. They've got a Bomb of Snow in the back, so we can't swap. We have another situation where Haxorus is yet again almost not useless, but in the last position here, it's really not doing much for me. What I'm going to have to do is just wait and align it with the Talonflame because we do resist the fire. So we're just going to have to call the Energy Ball, which we did. And now we're just going to have to play around. Now, again, I'm going to use this crazy strategy with the Haxorus. Going in here up against something that I'm weak against. The son of a gun got to another damn charge move. I was thinking, yeah, that's pretty much right. But I thought I'd be able to take them out. So it didn't quite work like last time. Going for the Breaking Swipe, getting them with it. Let's go. Okay, what's happening here? They have no more shields. Brave Bird, and they lower their defense, and I take them out. Holy crap, that was a close game there. Good one. Next battle, we're met with a Walrein. This is the worst, pretty much one of the worst leads for me. straight up. Yeah, the team's weak to it because of the Earthquake, and all the moves that we have on the Empoleon are essentially not going to be affecting it whatsoever. And then the Haxorus being weak to ice. And then Clefable is kind of a neutral situation here. So it's kind of nice that they're staying right where we're at. So perfect. Going for the Meteor Mash. Do they let it go? They shield it up using their first shield here. Can we get to it? Unfortunately not. Of course we don't, because of the damn Icicle Spear. Alright, so now we're just going to have to play around the situation by bringing in the Empoleon and simply just hitting Drill Peck. Or we're just going to go Hydro Cannon. Essentially they do pretty much the same damage. I mean, yeah. Alright, so taking them out. Okay, a fighter. Of course there's a damn fighter. I can't catch a break around here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Haxorus. They've got a Giratina in the back. Breaking Swipe doing a damn good amount of damage. Gotta love that Haxorus damage. Shielding this up because what we're going to want to do is farm them down here. Beautiful. We are shieldless, but we are going to get a shield out of... Well, I think they let this go, actually. Yeah, they call it. Okay. So we lowered their attack. We're set it up. We're setting it up. This is going to do a lot, but I need to get off 3 more quick moves. 1, 2, 3, and we win. Beautiful. I can't believe that. They were probably just at a cross freaking chop. Next battle, Dragonite. Not a good lead for us here. Not good, even though we're Steel type, because, well, it has superpower now. It's on a whole nother level. So, well, it's got a massive advantage over Steel types with that. And in Empoleon, we got Flash Cannon if we put that on there, but nah, I'm good for now. All right, or Blizzard. That's another option, I guess, but, you know. Anyways, we're going to be seeing them swap into their Ampharos. We bring in our Haxorus and getting to the Breaking Swipe before they throw a charge move, which is great, obviously, so we can lower their attack. And it is a regular Ampharos, so we don't need to worry about some sort of Shadow extra damage doing a ridiculous amount, even after we lower their attack. And they're getting to another one fairly quick because I wasn't counting. Damn it. Thing charges so quick with that Volt Switch. My goodness, crazy. Alright, so we're going to immediately throw the Breaking Swipe here. It doesn't matter what it is. We want to lower their attack. At Dragonite, immediately going down. What you got in the back of Gengar. Alright, so look at the energy. We needed one more quick move, which we can get to. Even if they hit us with one Shadow Claw. It's going to take about 3 or 2 Shadow Claws to take out the Haxorus. So one more Dragon Tail and we will get to the Night Slash. So check it out. I'm just letting you know in advance because of what happens here. So I shield up 1 HP because I knew I snuck that last quick move through. We get to the Meteor Mash here and we are essentially going to get to another charge move. So they just let it go. The Haxorus had energy, so I figured that's why they just let it go with that one shield. Next battle met with a Pyroar. Damn, that's very interesting here. Going to be seeing them swap into a Tapu Fini. Now, since that was a fire, we're going to go ahead and just stay here because this is kind of the best situation for us. Clefable doesn't want to go up against a fire, and our Haxorus doesn't want to go up against Clefable. Clefable doesn't really want to go up against Tapu Fini. I mean, it's not really a threat, but this is a good situation here. We'll realign it with the Haxorus up against the Pyroar. If we can win this matchup here, I think they're going to try to just really take this here. Double shield, as a matter of fact. So there goes the first shield, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, fine. We'll shield this up as well. And if you want a double shield, by all means, be my guest. Sounds good to me. I really wanted to go in here and farm them down with Haxorus, but I didn't know. I think I could have probably taken them out before they got to the Moonblast, but I just bring in the Clefable anyway. So this is going to be a ton of farm as it is. This is going to do a decent amount. Moonblast bringing us into the low yellow, immediately swapping, and they've got a Trevenant, and they're shieldless. So we're going to go ahead and go for Night Slash. Probably, it doesn't, yeah, that's fine. Look at that damage. Extreme. So what we're going to do is shield this up. I know it is going to be a Seed Bomb. It doesn't really matter. Oh, man, at this point, unfortunately, it lags. So what I was going to do, he would have done Seed Bomb, a few more Shadow Claws, and he wouldn't have gotten to a charge move. Would have had Breaking Swipe, would have hit Breaking Swipe, would have lowered their attack, done a decent amount of damage, and, you know, we've got a whole Clefable back there, and that would have been a wrap. Even though they resist us, we still would have been doing some damage. Alright, next one, we're met with a Cobalion. We're getting payback because of that lag that they had. Lovely. So a bad lead, and technically we really don't have too much of a counter. Clefable, I guess. Cobalion is so good, if you don't have fighting or fire or ground, you're going to be looking in trouble here. Alright, so they're going to be shielding out the Moonblast. We get a shield out of them. They bring in their Pidgeot. We get to the Moonblast before they get to the Feather Dance. This is perfect here. They're going to be letting it go. Fantastic. Now, a Feather Dance is still not going to be enough, and I think we can still get to a charge move. Feather Dance, Clefable, little tank over here. Big tank, I should say. Getting to another damn Moonblast. Do they want to shield this up? Let's see it. And they do not. Fantastic. All right, so I immediately swap. I do not know why I did that. I should have just let the Clefable go down, but we had about an inch of health, and I did not want them to farm double kick on a fairy. All right, so we bring in the Haxorus immediately, and it doesn't look like they want to swap. Now they do into the Greedent. Here we go with this one. All right, so we're going to get off another one, lowering their attack by 2 stages, and let's see. I would assume Body Slam because they're going to be getting stabbed from that, and it's still doing a crazy amount of damage. Okay, lovely. All right. We will survive this one here, but it is going to be by a freaking inch. All right, so we're barely surviving. Bringing in Clefable. The mistake, did not mean to do that, was trying to go with the Empoleon. I screwed up severely. So now they're going to be able to retreat with their Greedent. I don't know why I spaced out what his name is. Hold on to that energy. Their attack was dropped, but now it's normal. Plus they have the energy, and we're in a horrible position here with this Empoleon. Okay, so Sacred Sword. Can we get to another one? And unfortunately not. Of course we're not. But can we farm them down? Come on, come on, come on, Haxorus. Let's get it. Going for the first one. I don't think this is going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah, that's okay. We can't win them all. They get to their charge move, and that was a good game. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have swapped into that Clefable there. All right, so I'm going to put Deoxys up front. All right, we're going to take off that other one, and we're going to put Deoxys. Let's see what they throw at me. Just for fun. What's going to happen here? Deoxys, a ghost. yeah, freaking course. All right, so we do have Thunderbolt, though. I mean, I guess we got that going on for us. Let's see what we have. All right, so we're going to let this Shadow Ball go, which is going to freaking do a ton of damage to our defense form Deoxys. Very nice. Of course, we see a Jellicent, the first one in the front that we've ever seen since we actually started our sets today after we put a Psychic up front. Okay, all right. Now, I think we're going to want to shield this up and kind of put on the pressure here. They go for another Shadow Ball. Sounds good to me. Perfect. Beautiful. Going for the Thunderbolt, and they're going to be shielded up. Could have maybe went for the Psycho Boost. Yeah, could have maybe went for that, but we didn't. So unfortunately, this is where we're at. Going for a Surf. So what do we want to do here? Bring in Haxorus to get to the charge move before they get to anything. They're getting to the Surf, but we have higher attack, so we get the priority here. So Breaking Swipe's going to KO. And I'm guessing, oh, okay, that's a surprise Charizard. Well, that's actually not a bad pick because they do have Dragon Claw, and that's going to be doing a lot if we don't shield it up. The next one we can take after we do lower their attack, but it's still going to be doing a ton. But now at this point, we are shieldless, right? Oh, yeah, we are shieldless. Bringing in the Clefable to catch a Dragon Claw. Did we catch it? Of course we did. Beautiful catch. Do they stay here? They do. I think they get to a Blast Burn. All right, we're going to have a whole lot of energy here. And Blast Burn is going to be not doing as much because we did lower their attack. Okay, still in the yellow. They got a Scrafty, folks. We got this. All right, let's see if we can bait them. Meteor Mash, bait. Do we get to... Of course we get to the Moonblast. We're looking good, and Clefable is going to be able to finish it off for us here. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic! You will see.